Hi, my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Spider-Man, Spider-Man Shadow, issue number 2, brought to you by RatedComics. This book right here, the premise is, what if Spider-Man kept the Venom symbiote? And by him keeping the Venom symbiote and it bonds to him, what if he breaks his moral code? That's the whole story behind it, so let's get into it. In the beginning, we have Peter Parker walking down the street feeling sorrow and guilty and wrestling with the fact that he took Hobgoblin's life, and because of that it also killed Aunt May in the first issue. With the fight ensuing, the house caught on fire and Aunt May was in it, and Spider-Man Venom did not want to go in, or could not go in to save, because fire would hurt the symbiote. But so Peter Parker's feeling shame, and the symbiote's like, I don't know that feeling, what is shame? And Peter Parker's wrestling the fact with, I don't want any more people to die. I don't want people finding out. And the Venom symbiote's like, but if people know, people fear. And if people fear, they don't do no wrong. And then Peter Parker sees the Daily Bugle with calling him a threat or a murderer, talking, I guess, tarnishing Spider-Man's name in the eyes of Peter Parker. Kingpin Wilson Fisk is like, okay, well, if now heroes are starting to kill people, I mean, that's gonna be, I mean, back then when heroes didn't kill, it was tolerable because they had their insipid moral codes. They were just nuisances, but not any real danger. But in my death, oh man, that cannot happen. So we have this scene right here where Jonas Jameson's like, I was right about Spider-Man all along being a murderer, but hey, new and improved Peter Parker Dark Knight, I guess you could call it that, comes in and breaks Jonah Jameson's hand. This is a savage moment where, okay, is there a point of return for over here? I mean, having this kind of power must be addicting. Meanwhile, Fantastic Four are trying to figure out how to correct Peter Parker, because as we know, the longer this symbiote is bonding to Peter Parker, or stays with Peter Parker, it's going to bond to him permanently. So they got to figure that part out. Meanwhile, Shocker and Scorpion come over there, ambush Peter Parker. Obviously, they were commissioned by Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, and they just get their butts handed to them. I mean, it's not even a fight at all. It's just, wow. I mean, normally the old Spider-Man would have pulled back some punches, but over here, nah, man. Brother ate his Wheaties or something, and he is not holding back any punches. Kingpin is in his domain enjoying a read, whatever he's reading. Probably, the issue number 3 of Spider-Man Shadow or something, getting a sneak peek. Spider-Man comes in and just drops off Shocker and Scorpion's limbs in front of Wilson Fisk's face. Like, yeah, hold my beer or hold these limbs kind of moment. Wilson Fisk, I gotta give it to him. He was just a gangster in this moment, talking about, when you murder Hobgoblin, I had my men research who died. May Parker, to provoke such a reaction, she must have been someone close to you. But I figured there was someone else, like a wife or something, but there was no one. So incredibly sad. You have no one, Peter Parker, no one or anyone you've ever loved is dead or something like that. Before he could finish the sentence, new and improved Spider-Man just gives him a haymaker that just, you don't see it, and leave that for the imagination of the reader. But Chunks? Wow, I don't know where this book is gonna go. Now, meanwhile, Octavius, Mysterio, and Kraven the Hunter are trying to figure out how the heck to come up with the plan to get back at Spider-Man, because, I mean, back there, it's almost like they're reminiscing. Back in the old days when we were villains and superheroes had their code, everything was cool. We would just go to jail and be on vacation. But now, okay, we gotta take them out. Stop the cap kind of thing, you know? Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now! I thought this was a great issue. I am definitely looking forward to issue number 3. It's a fresh take on a story where Peter Parker, a wholesome kind of hero, so to speak, now it's being tempted on the dark side, and now you get a taste of that much power, and now you're addicted to that much power, and you're justifying keeping that much power. Oh man, let's see where this goes. Spider-Man, Spider Shadow, issue number 2. What'd you think of the comic? Comment below if you read the comic and what your thoughts are. If you haven't gotten a copy of your comic, go ahead and get your copy at RatedComics.com. If you like the content we're throwing up, don't forget to drop us a like, hit the subscribe and the bell notification for more comic book reviews and other comic book related content. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.